Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called Masque of the Red Death by AQJHS. And here are the rules. It's kind of scary actually looking at this. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill every row, column, and box with the digits 1 through 9 without any repeats. Also, box borders split red lines into connected components, and adjacent components along the line have sums that are in a 1:2 ratio. So, for example, this case, these three cells sum up to a sum that is in a 1:2 ratio with these two cells. And we don't know which one has the one, which part is the 1 ratio and which part is the 2 ratio. So as an example, it could be something along the lines of 3 and 5 here, and then this would be 2, 6, and 8. Because 3 and 5 adds up to 8, and 2, 6, 8 adds up to 16. So their sums are in a 1:2 ratio here. And that's an example of how these red lines work. They're not region sum lines, but they're essentially a ratio line, I guess, they would be called. And that's how those red lines work. Also, digits joined by a red dot are consecutive, and not all possible dots are given. So these are similar to white crop key dots. So for example, if this was a 6, this would have to be a 5 or a 7 to make sure that the digits joined by the red dots are consecutive. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. Interesting. So here we have everything but 2 digits. So all digits but 2 of them have to add up to. So okay, one thing is that obviously the sum of the digits can never add up to more than 45 because box borders divide the region into divides the lines into the components, right? So, because of that, what does that mean here? Well, this is 7 digits. This is 7 digits here, too, and they're part of the same line, right? Okay. Well, 7 digits added up. And again, these are consecutive specifically. These are not, though. But these are consecutive, which means one's an odd and one's an even. So therefore, this must be combined an odd digit. So if you have 45, which is an odd sum, subtracting out an odd sum, this must be an even sum. Okay, so that's valid. What does that mean, though? What's the minimum here? This could be 8 and 9, which would be, what, 17? Yes, 17. 45 minus 17 is 28. So this is, at minimum, these 7 digits are 28. And similarly here, these 7 digits are, at minimum, 28. In fact, it's very likely that these sums are the same, right? Because this is in a 1:2 ratio with this, which is in a 1:2 ratio with this. So these probably are the same, right? So if they are the same, they cannot be 28 and 28. What other possibility could this be? So there could be, this could be down 1/2 and this could be down another 1/2, but that's not possible. So these actually have to be the same sum. So this is the same sum as this. And this has to be half of that sum. This is also half of that sum because it can't be 2 times that sum. So the problem is this cannot be 28 because that would force this to be 8, 9. And then this would have to be 28, which would force that to be 8, 9. However, it could be 30 here, in which case this is 6, 9 or 7, 8. And this would actually have to be 7, 8. Whereas this could be 30, and then this could be 6, 9 there. So we don't know, but it can be at least 30. So this is at least 30. And what can it go up to? It cannot go to 30, 42, because then this would be 1 and 2, and this would have to be 1 and 2. It could be to 30, it could be to 40 though, right? Because this could be 1, this could be 2, 3, and then that would be 1, 4, and that's possible. So this is 30 to 40. Which means this is 15 to 20. But if this is 15, the question is, could this ever be 30? It could be, actually. In which case, this could be 15 here, too. Huh. Okay. This could be 15, 15. This would be 30. Oh, but this is a single digit. So, this is at least 10. So this has to be 5 through 9. This is in a 1 to 2 ratio with this. So this could be 10. Okay. So this is at least 10, and it's 10 to 18. So then this could be 9. This could be 18. This could not be 9. So again, this is 30 to 40. That means this is 15 to 20. That means if this is 15, okay, so this could be 30, but the problem is if this is 30, this has to be 15, which would force this to be 30, and that doesn't work. So this cannot be 30 then. This has to be at least 32, which makes this 16. Which would make that 32, which is not possible because 4 digits can never add up to 32. So this 32 doesn't work either. 34, 17 doesn't work. 36, 18 doesn't work because this can't be 9. This has to be at least 10. Right? So this is at least 10. Well, I guess this could be 30. No, this can't be 32. So double of this doesn't work. This then has to be half of this, which could only work if this is 40 and this is 20 and this is 10, which could make this 5 and then could make this 10 and this would be 5. So I think that's what it has to be, right? This is 5, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, adds in 10. This adds up to 5, because it can't be 20. This adds up to 10. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to add up to 20. Which would make this add up to 40. Which would mean this is 2 and 3. This has to be 1 and 4. So this is 40. This is 20. This can't be 20, so this has to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the remaining digits here are 5 through 9. But this can't be 5. This is 5 through 9. These are 5 through 9, and this is 5 through 9. These have to be 5 through 9 also. So this is 40, which means this has to be 20, and this has to be 20. And this has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This has to be 3 through 9. This is 20, and therefore this is 10. So this is 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6. This is 10. We have 3 digits, so this cannot be 5. So this has to be 4 digits. It has to be 20. Which makes this 10. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. This has to be 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be 10. Right? Okay, so this is 10. Okay, so these two, one of these two has to be a 5, which means this can't be 5. These can't be 5, so therefore one of these two is a 5. This can't be 5 then. 6, 7, 8, 9 is with 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is 2 or 3. This adds up to 5, so this must add up to 5 also. Well, since this adds up to 5, this has to add up to 5, and it cannot be 2 and 3, because that would eliminate all possibilities for this cell, so this must be 1 and 4, which makes this 2 and 3, which makes this 1 and 4. This doesn't have to add up to 5. This can only be 4, and therefore this is 5, which makes this 1. So these can't be 5. This can't be a 5, which makes this a 5. This is 1 and 4, so this cannot be 1 and 4. This is 2 and 3, which means this can't be 2 and 3. This is 1 and 4. So 1 and 4 is eliminated because of the 1, 4 pair in row 5. So this can't be 1 or 4, which means this can't be 6 or 9. This can't be 4. So this adds up to 20 without a 1, a 4, or a 5. 2 doesn't work. And 3 can only be 3, 8, and 9, which could work. So this could be 3, 8, and 9. Now we have a 3, 8, and 9 triplet in row 6, which eliminates 3, 8, and 9 from the rest of the row. So this can't be 3. This is 2, which makes this a 3. This can't be 3, 8. Cannot be 3 or 8. So this can't be 3 or 2. This can't be 3, 8, or 9. This can't be 8 or 9. So this is 1, 4, or 7, which would force this to be 3, 6, or 9. And it can't be 3, so this can't be 7. These two plus this digit adds up to 20. You have to have an 8 or a 9 here. So this is 8 or 9. It could be 4, 7, 9, 5, 6, 9. We have a 1, 4, 1, 4 pair here, which eliminates 1 and 4 from the rest of the row. So this can't be 4. So it could be 5, 6, 9, but that eliminates all possibilities for this line, these two cells. So it cannot be 5, 6, 9 here. It could be 5, 7, 8, and that's it. So it's 5, 6, 9 or 5, 7, 8. And it cannot be 5, 6, 9, so it has to be 5, 7, and 8. So this is 8, which means this can't be 5 or 7. This has to be 6. With two other digits, it adds up to 20. So it must be 5 and 9. So this has to be 5 and 9. This cannot be 6 and 9, so it's a 7, 8 pair. The 7 and 8 can only go to 6, 7, 8, or 9 as consecutive digits. This can't be 9 or 6, so this is 7 or 8. Again, this has to be to 6 through 9 here, which means one of these digits is a 5. This cannot be 1 and 4, but it must add up to 5. So therefore, it has to be 2 and 3. So this is 2 and 3. This adds up to 10. This is 20. This is 5. So this must add up to 10 also. So this is 1, 4, 6, 9. Could be 1, 9 here. Or 4, 6, or 4, 6. We know this must then add up to 20. So this, because you have 3 digits, it can't go down to 5. So this must be 5, which makes this 1, 2, 3, 4 as a possibility. 3, 8, and 9 is here. The remaining digits here are 2, 6, and 7. And this can't be 2 or 7 because of the 7, 8 pair and the 2, 3 pair in the row. So this can't be 2 or 7, which forces this to be 6. This can't be 6, so therefore this is a 6, 9 pair. This can't be 6. This is a 2, 7. 5 is here. 5 cannot be here. So 5 has to be one of these 2 digits. 5 can't be here or here, so 5 must be here. So these 2 digits add up to 15. So it's in this 5 means this has to be a 7, which makes that a 5. So this cannot be 7 and 8 anymore. It has to be 6 and 9, adding up to 20. So 6 and 9 are removed from these cells, which add up to 10 each for 2 digits. So it cannot be 1, 9 or 4, 6. So it must be 2, 3, 7, 8, which means we have a 2, 3, 7, 8 quadruple in box 3, which eliminates 2, 3, 7, and 8 from the rest of the box. So this can't be 2 or 3. It has to be 1 or 4. Let's see. We have a 1, 4, 1, 4 pair in column 9 and a 6, 9, 6, 9 pair in column 9, which means the remaining digits have to be 2 and 3 here. Therefore, the rest of the column has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These can't be 5. This can't be 5. Therefore, where's 5? It has to be here. This must add up to 20. This we're not completely sure. So this is greater. This has to be, if this is 9 at most, this is 6 at least, which means this can never be half of this digit. So this has to be double what this digit is. The remaining digits here this cannot be 1 or 4. So where can the 1 or 4 be in box 2? Can't be here because of the 1, 4 pair. Can't be here because of the 1, 4 pair. Can't be here. So these have to be specifically 1 and 4. This adds up to 20. This must be 6 through 9 here. Okay. Oh, none of these can be 1 or 4. This can't be 1 or 4. The 1 or 4 has to be here, and therefore this is 1 and this is 4. What else can this be? If this is 1, the remaining digits would have to add up to 19. And they have a 5. So if this is 1 and 5, the other 2 would have to add up to 4. 14, which would be then with 6 and 8. So if this is 1 and 5, it has to be with 6 and 8, which would force us to be 7, 9, 7, 9. So that's possible. Or this would be 4. Okay, the remaining digits here. Okay, yeah. This can't be 2 or 3. These can't be 2 or 3. Where are the 2 or 3s? They have to be here. So this adds up to 5. So if this is 6, this could be 7, and that would work because this would be 12 and this would be 6. If this is 7, this would have to be 14, so this would be 2, 3, and 9. So again, this can only be 7 and 9 here. This can only be 6 and 7, right? If this is 6, this has to add up to 12, which would be 2, 3, and 7. If this is 7, this has to add up to 14, which is 2, 3, and 9. So therefore, we know we have a 6, 7, 9 triplet in row 1, which eliminates 6, 7, and 9 from the rest of the row. So this must be an 8, which means this cannot be 8. This cannot be 8. One of these two is an 8. These have to be 6 through 9. If this is 4, can this add up to 20? I don't think so, right? At minimum, it's... Oh, wait, no. It could be 5, 6, and... No, 4, right? At minimum, it's 5, 6, and 7 left, which is 18, which would be 22. So this cannot be 4. This has to be 1, which makes this a 4, which makes this 1, which makes that a 4. The 1 and 5 add up to 6, so we have 14 for the other two digits, which would be 5, 9, or 6, 8, but it cannot be 5 and 9 because we already have the 5 included. So this has to be 5, 6, and 8. So this is 5, 6, and 8, which eliminates, which means we have a 5, 6, 8 triplet in that column, or that box, sorry, which eliminates 5, 6, and 8 from the rest of the box. So this can't be 6 or 8. We now have a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair in column 4, which eliminates 7 and 9 from the rest of the column. Therefore, this can't be 7. This must be 8, which makes this a 7, which actually fits for both of those. This can no longer be 8. This can't be 7, 8, or 9. And this can't be 7. The remaining digits here are 2, 3, 7, 8. And we know where is the 7 and 8 in column 6. Well, they both have to be in these 3 cells, which eliminates 7 and 8 from the rest of the box, because they have to be one of those 3 cells. So this cannot be 8. These can't be 7 or 8. It could be 2, 3, and 6 or 9 are the possibilities. Well, this cannot be 2 and 3. Only one of 2 or 3 can be here. And it must include a 5 to add up to 20 here. So we have either 2 plus 5, which means the remaining digits have to add up to 13, which is 20 minus 7. Or it's 3 and 5, which means the remaining digits add up to 12. So if the remaining digits add up to 13 with 2 and 5, it would have to be 2, 5, 6, 7. Because you can't have 4, 9, you can't have 5, 8. 6, 7 is the only one left. So 2, 5, 6, 7 is one set. And 3, 5 doesn't work, right? Because if you have 3 and 5 added together, what digits add up to 12 that doesn't include 3, 4, and 5? It doesn't, right? You have to have 3, 9, 4, 8, or 5, 7, and those are all accounted for already. So therefore, this cannot be 3. This has to be 2, which means this can't be 2. So there's a 2 here, and it has to be what? 2, 5, 6, 7. This can't be... Where is the 7? It has to be in column 6. So this must be 7, which makes this a 2. This 2 means this can't be 2, so this is 3, which makes that a 2. This 7 means this can't be 7, so this is 8. This 8 means this can't be 8 or 7, so this is 3. This has to be 5 and 6, so there's no 9, which makes this a 9. This 3 means this can't be 3, so that's 2, which makes that a 3. This 8 has to be with 7 or 9. Therefore, this can't be 6 or 8, so this is also 7 or 9. 7 can't be here. 7 can't be here. 9 can't be there. And 9 can't be here. These can't be 6 anymore. Where is the 6 in box 7? It has to be here. So this is a 6, which means this can't be 6. This 6 means this can't be 6, so this must be 7, which makes this 9, which makes that 7. These can't be 7 anymore. We have a 6, 9, 6, 9 pair, which eliminates 6 and 9 from the rest of the column, so this must be 3, which makes this a 2, which makes that 3. This 2 means this can't be 2, so this is 7, which makes this 2. This can't be 3. This can't be 7 because of this 7, so this must be 9, which makes this 8, which makes that 9, which makes that 8, which makes that 7. This 9 means this has to be 7, so these can't be 7. This 8 means this has to be a 9. This 9 means this can't be 9, so this is a 6, which forces this to be 4 to add up to 10. This 6 means it has to be 9, which makes that a 1 to add up to 10. And 1 cannot be here, so this is 4, which makes that 1, which makes that 4. That makes that 1. 7 cannot be here, so this cannot be 3 and 7 adding up to 10, so it must be 2 and 8. Since this is 2 and 8, that eliminates 2 and 8 from the rest of the box, so this has to be 3 and 7 here. This can't be 7, so this must be 3, which makes that 7. This 3 means this can't be 3, so this is 2, which makes that 3. This 2 means this can't be 2, so that's 8, which makes that 2. This 2 means this can't be 2, so this is 3, that's a 2. This can't be 6, so this is 8, which makes that 6. This 1 forces this to be a 4, which makes that a 1, which makes that 4, which makes that 1. We have a 6, 9, 6, 9 pair. Actually, this has to be 8, which makes this a 6, which makes this a 9, which makes that a 6, which makes that 5. This can't be 5 or 6, so this is 8. This can't be 6, so this is 9, which makes that a 6. This can no longer be a 5 here, so this must be a 6, which makes that a 5. And... yeah, I don't know. That didn't seem that challenging, actually. You were very limited in what you could have, right? So the problem was, again, I tried to make this the minimum, which would be 30. Because, again, these two have to be the same value. And if you do that, that's 15. This would have to be 30. This would be 15. But then this would have to be 30. And then that's not double any single digit. Yeah, interesting. Interesting use of the ratios along the line. It didn't feel that hard, though. I don't know. I think for me, it's in between easy and challenging, but, you know, maybe it's just something that I can easily spot pretty quickly. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.